Congrats to the Red Sox beating the Dodgers last night, capturing the World Series and needing just 5 games to do so. And the most impressive part was how they did it. They didn't need the big stars. They got 2 MVP candidates in Mookie Betts and J.D. Martinez, and granted, both homered last night. But those weren't the guys who led the Sox throughout the series. They were spreading it around with heroes like Steve Pearce. He was the World Series MVP. Eduardo Nunez, Andrew Benintendi, Jackie Bradley Jr., then the pitching staff, and then the most unlikely ace, David Price. He won both of his starts in impressive fashion. Beat a couple of Cy Young winners in the process in the playoffs. The bullpen, a potential liability, was brilliant. Joe Kelly and the rest of the bullpen holding off the Dodgers over and over. Chris Sale comes in, gets the final out. A great team effort by a great team. And we don't have dynasties in baseball anymore, but the Red Sox are on quite a run, and this may have been their best season ever. We talked about this when the World Series started. When you look at dynasties, when I look at the Spurs, I had Greg Popovich and I had Tim Duncan. So I had cornerstones there. When I look at the Patriots, I have Belichick and I have Brady. But with the Red Sox, with their baseball dynasty, you had different managers, different front office, and different stars. So that's the amazing part here. This is more of a dynasty with the front office than it is on the field with the manager and with the star players. But they did it. They did it in impressive fashion, made it look easy at times. But for the Dodgers, that's getting there, but not coming home with a victory. You know, Clayton Kershaw did not pitch well. He got stung early. And, I think the Dodgers, looking back, I don't believe they were a better team than the Red Sox. But I do think if you said, hey, you can do something different here, what would you do different? And, hopefully we'll get Dave Roberts on in the coming days. What do you do differently? And there's the benefit of hindsight here. I understand that. But I think there were some moves made or moves that weren't made where they weren't conventional. But I do think in today's baseball world, it's almost like the unconventional is conventional now. Certainly when it comes to handling your pitching staff. Yes, McLevin.
Is the left-handed hitters, benching them, does that stand out as an obvious one?
It did for me because I want Muncy in there and I want Bellinger in there. I think they're better players. As we saw with Bellinger, he had the great throw to the plate. Like, I want my best players. You might not be a great hitter. The numbers may not match up. I still want my best players swinging or, being a part of, being in the outfield, making plays. And that would have been, well, I did. I did object to it. I thought, I still, maybe Jock Peterson, you can take him out, lefty on lefty. But I want my better players in that game, in those games. Maybe it didn't matter. The Red Sox were so deep. And the fact that J.D. Martinez and Mookie Betts, they were there. They had moments. But, it was really the guys sort of secondary. Jackie Bradley Jr., Nathan Eovaldi. Like, you just had a true team effort there. And that's really that's impressive. Extremely impressive.
For more Dan Patrick Show, tune to Audience Channel 239 on DirecTV or download the Dan Patrick Show app.